Hello and welcome to the What's Left podcast. My name's John. I'm here with Jake and Brad. We are the punk rock garage band podcast, adding our voice to resistance as loudly as we can here on the Derealization Nation Media Network. Guys, before we get to our regularly scheduled program, just want to touch a couple headlines here. First of all, we'd like to send our thoughts. Yeah, families who are down in Texas, still hoping and wishing for their loved ones. Um, well-being 80 is the latest death toll. When I checked it last, we were recording on a Sunday night. Um, so prayerfully that will be as high as it gets, but it does not look good. The death toll's out 80 in Texas. Extreme flooding, a lot of politicization of this thing already, as is the era that we live in, I suppose. Um, Ordinarily, this would not be something controversial. You'd have FEMA there already. Um, but of course, we can't say that any of the cuts in the bill affected it. What is true is that the staffing of the Weather Service has people have been warning about this for a long time. Not a long time, but since Doge made the cuts, and that is unfortunate and sad. But this seems like not the time nor the place to hash that out. Not the time for an "I told you so." Um, just a time to let those families have a moment. But certainly, this is a tragedy, and there are people who need to be held into account. And I have to say, guys, so far, all of the people in charge of this have done a really shit job of taking responsibility for any of it. Like it's one person blaming another person blaming another, and that I think is just despicable. I don't know, guys. Drop some thoughts on the Texas flooding.
I've seen multiple live TikToks of people trapped in Planet Fitness, couldn't open the doors. There was a lady who was in her house and had her dad on bed rest, and he
Mm,
couldn't move him. Their house was already flooding. Just sad. She's like, there's no boats.
yeah,
Yelling for boats.
yeah, it is. That is really sad. It's wild how fast it came up too. Absolutely wild.
Mother Nature is all powerful.
Yeah. Um, One of the things I can't let it go. Um, it's just Marjorie Taylor Greene and um, this Georgia representative wannabe, um, who the Georgia representative wannabe, the who's running for Congress in Georgia. Um, she tweeted that it was all fake news, fake, 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 and that's just, I mean, just unbelievably callous and just sick. And of course, Marjorie Taylor Greene responded in her normal, sane way by introducing the No Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs Act, which would prevent weather machines from operating to change weather patterns. Um, just absolutely insane person. The nature of the bill says something like, the release of chemicals to like just talk about like cloud seeding and stuff, like the release of chemical trails to affect weather patterns. And it's insane to me that you can believe that one biplane's worth of chemicals can cause a whole ass hurricane, but that climate change is completely false. Releasing of methane gas and carbon dioxide gas into the atmosphere at fucking insane levels for 100 years has done nothing. But one biplane with some fucking uh,
Hmm.
with water is changing water patterns for fucking whole states. It's beyond moronic. I just don't know what to say about that, except for again callous and stupid. You know,
It's psychopath behavior for real.
it
Hmm.
is. It is.
Do you know roundabouts can cause tornadoes?
Shit.
Hmm.
Wow. Who fucking knew? Oh man, that's woke left ideology. If they just leave stoplight in place, you know. Uh, I guess one more thing to mention is just on the Democratic side too. He's a former Republican, but editor in chief of the Midas Touch Network, Ron Filipkowski, tweeted something along the lines of, "This is what the people of Texas voted for, and this is what they deserve." And I just want to say that that's also despicable. Um, Listen, there are almost 80 million uh, Democrats living in the state of Texas. They're gerrymandered into non-existence.
Pause that quote at 80 million.
77. It's somebody showed this.
John,
What?
think about how many registered voters there are.
Oh yeah,
That
yeah.
really seems like a lot.
It is a lot.
Donnie Trump only got 80 million votes or something total.
Yeah, I do have to. I should double check that.
Double check that one. Typo. Probably like 8 million.
Yeah, it might be, but either
Have a
That
little
just seems
fact
right
check
up.
the
pop up.
statistic was, and I seen it twice, two different sources. So I'm sure that this part of it is right, but there are more registered Democrats in the state of Texas than there are in the state of New York, which makes sense
Oh,
because of the
yeah.
population. Yeah, but um, we'll just cut that part out because I really don't know what the answer is there.
It's cool. It just couldn't possibly be 88 million. It just couldn't possibly be.
Let me just try. Let me try this again.
All right. Just
So
say a lot.
yeah, it's just that, which is just despicable on its face. Especially like not every person in Texas voted is a Republican. Like there are plenty of Democrats in Texas. Um, Representative Jasmine Crockett is from Texas. I mean, several congressional districts, despite gerrymandering, still are Democratic districts. Uh, and as if that mattered. And one thing that Joe Biden, for all his flaws, and that's something we're going to talk about today, um, was good about was this disaster relief. He never hesitated to approve a disaster relief uh, and to help people out as much as he could, regardless of party lines. And that's the way it should be. I mean, and that's, I mean, I feel like every president, I don't really want to say, other than like George W. Bush and Katrina, uh, which that was a red state that he fumbled hard. Uh, but yeah, no, it's never been about partisan. It's been about incompetence before, but it's never been this partisan to Donald Trump.
He was torn because it was a big Republican state, but there were also black people living in it, so he wasn't really sure how to
It
proceed
makes it
going
a very
forward.
difficult decision for any Republican.
Yeah, you know what I mean? It's tough for them.
Yeah. Ooh, but they're pretty dark too. It's the sad reality of that of the party. It really is. I mean, it just gets more racist every day, and that also like stay tuned for that. Um, so anyway, one more thing worth mentioning: the Houthis, um, Iranian-backed terror organization, if you will, bombed another ship after they promised Trump pinky swear that they weren't going to do it anymore. Um, if you remember, the Houthis were the ones that him and Pete Hegseth were bragging about before they were bragging about Iran, uh, bragging about how much devastation they had caused and how they took a lot and then praised them weirdly and then said that they gave him his word and that they were going to take them at it and blah blah blah. So yeah, and the Houthis, for being whatever evil they are, like they're also uh, being provoked by the by the devastation of the genocide in Palestine. Like they are also motivated by that. Like we just can't sit here and pretend that even though if as evil as these organizations are and the things that they do, we can't pretend that they are doing them in a vacuum. They're just a response to the other things that are going on in the area. And so it can only be, I mean, I can't imagine. I don't know about you guys, but like sometimes I try to put myself in that situation. Like if I was a young man, even of my own age right now in the Middle East, and I am, say, Palestinian, and I see what's happening, I I don't know. I can't say that I wouldn't join up with the nearest group of whoever the fuck was ready to fight these people. Like I just don't know that I would be like, well, I don't know if I really agree with your stance on abortion, um, while houses, hospitals are being leveled and children's limbs are flying. I don't know what I would do. You know what I mean? And I can't say unequivocally even that every person who joins and fights is necessarily even a bad person. Like perhaps they're just someone who feels the need to do something and has no better option. Sort of like people who join gangs in bad areas of bad countries. Like they just don't see a better option or better way out. It's a societal ill, really. And even I just don't think it's fair. And then to categorize every Arab man, every Palestinian man, every Iranian man as just bad or a threat. It's just an excuse. It's just a way to dehumanize and to perpetuate this violence. And I just think that it's a conversation that we need to have. I don't know. Have you guys ever like considered put yourself in that position, like what it must be like for a young man living in Palestine?
Dude, I couldn't imagine. I've gone down bad roads with a quarter, you know what I mean? Like nowhere near the hardships that they're facing, or like I wasn't watching death of like my friends and family
Right.
that caused me to take bad roads that I regret in life. Like these people are dealing with stuff that I couldn't even imagine.
Yeah.
So to have that like feeling on your chest of just like what else is there that I can do
Yeah.
but fight back, but do this. You know, I'm not condoning violence of any kind, but when you're backed into a corner, sooner or later you have to fight to get out.
I agree. I agree. So I guess my overarching point is that like Israel is causing a lot of the problems that they're having. You know, Jake, what about you? Do you ever consider what that must be like?
No, I've never considered it. But if I did, I would hope I would have the fight or flight, and I would choose fight in that situation for sure.
Yeah,
I'm also a very peaceful person, but seeing loved ones like treated like that, I would probably end up fighting.
that's what I'm
Sure.
saying. I absolutely like the thought of violence turns my stomach. Um, but in that specific situation, I don't know. I don't know what I would do, and I mean, I hope I would try to make change somehow. You know,
Mhm.
so I don't know. We'll talk a little bit more about that later too, but let's do one more thing, guys. Elon Musk has created a new party, and we have live feed footage of the meeting, one of their first meetings. You just pull it up here. Well, I got a big list. There's no way we're going to use all these today either. All right, yeah. So we watergated them. We got a little.
If you're not as educated or as informed, what you do is you start your own party and you yell the loudest.
Okay, we want attention.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's pretty much what that's pretty much what Elon's doing here. He wants attention. He's not loving the fact that there's not a lot of Marine One anymore. So now he's created a holy party and it's official. He has registered it with the FEC. Guys, any thoughts?
We've
Breakup's
had
hitting hard.
nope. You go.
I just said the breakup's hitting hard.
Yeah, right. Really spiraling here.
Mhm.
They act like it's like the third political party, as if there's not other political parties outside of Democrats and Republicans. So like now a new third option, like there hasn't always been a third and fourth and fifth option.
Right.
But I was looking
Libertarians
at
out
it,
here like, the fuck, dude.
and he was talking about like some of like the focal points of the party or whatever. And he's really leaning into AI.
Yeah,
Really
that's
leaning into AI. Just obviously this is all new and it's honestly it's a gimmick, but
Mhm.
um,
Listen, if it takes some of that crypto money and that AI money away from Republican politics and starts wasting it primarying other Republicans,
it just feels a lot like it's going to hurt Republicans in the long run if there is a legitimate party and he like starts endorsing candidates and all this stuff because he's obvious. It's obviously going to be like just stealing votes from the Republicans.
yeah, it's going to be a lot of that low information voter stuff. You know what I mean?
Yes, the
That's what
easily manipulatable people.
yeah, and just the way that especially young men are just inundated with the idea of just worshiping billionaires. Like billionaires are the best, and like you listen to Andrew Tate, and he tells you like it's all about money and fucking power and control, and so I guess you look at Elon Musk and think that doughboy there with the billions of dollars is what I must aspire to be somehow. But I don't know why, but it does work on people.
It does. They're easily manipulated.
Very easily. So we'll see how that goes. We'll see how I don't know. He does seem like a pretty vengeful person. So um, and like any good actor, I'm sure he can hold resentment till it fucking kills him. So we'll see how see how he follows through and what kind of damage it does.
You can subscribe and check us out on any of these platforms. Buy our merch at derealizationnation.com. Thanks.
All right. Hello and welcome to the What's Left podcast. We are back, part two. My name's John. I'm here with Jake and Brad. We are the Punk Rock Garage Band of podcast, adding our voice to resistance as loudly as we can. Here on the Derealization Nation Media Network, guys, I've got some things to share with you. It kind of hit me today, and it was this video that I saw on TikTok that made me think about it. And it just, I don't know. Check it out.
When I say like weird cult behavior, I just saw somebody post on Facebook their family photos from 4th of July and said it was a MAGA 4th of July. I would never post it was a Biden 4th of July. It was an Obama 4th of July. Nobody's ever posted it was a Bush 4th of July. Like there is something like you guys need to be studied.
I just thought, like, yeah, she's right. Like, what the fuck? Nobody is having a fucking Obama themed 4th of July. I don't even think Michelle has Obama themed so far for the 4th of July. You know what I mean? But it's crazy. But there's always this level setting, like, oh, well, everybody does it. That was this whole thing. Oh, everybody's corrupt. At least I'm doing it out loud. And which is just a dumb thing to say. You know, but beyond that, like now his followers, they love to point out, oh well, Obama did it or Biden did it, and like try to make these false equivalencies about the things that Obama or Biden might have done, compared to their psychopath fucking world leader. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna go. I got three topics. We're gonna run through them real quick, and I'll point out the truth in the MAGA criticism, and then we will bury it under a heap of corruption. Sound good?
Perfect.
All right. Hunter Biden's laptop. The laptop. It was they said it didn't exist. Nobody said it didn't exist. People said that what you were saying about what was on the laptop was disinformation. Turns out, it's about a 50-50 thing. Sure, Hunter Biden had a job at Burisma he may or may not have been qualified for. He was qualified. He also was a Nepo baby. A Nepo baby is not a crime, but he did have a pretty good job there. He sold some paintings that were clearly not worth what he sold them for to people. Like clearly, he's not that good of an artist. Uh, it's still not a crime. And I think the most important thing to point out is that at no point did Hunter Biden ever hold a government position. The only connection they ever made to him and his father were a couple of phone calls during a dinner, which Joe Biden was not at attendance at, and in which there was no evidence that he spoke to anybody other than his son. And that's about it. And that's why Joe was vice president, not president. And they brought no charges, and nobody cared at all until he was president of the United States, and then needed to make some noise. Did I miss anything there, fellas, that you want to add?
Oh, I don't think so.
All right. So, first of all, Hunter Biden was addicted to crack. His dad knew that. Everybody knew that. His dad, like anybody who knows anybody that is addicted to crack, I'm sure answered his phone call, hoping he said that he was getting ready to take a good rehab. And when he started off down a tangent of Dad, I need money, I'm sure that his heart sank and was broken, just like so many of us are. So I don't think that's really any of that should be. I don't know. That seems sacrosanct to me, but that's beside the point because we have, first of all, Ivanka and Jared in the first administration had over $2 billion from the Saudi Arabian government invested in their company, if we will. And they were holding government positions, right?
Yes, actively holding government positions.
seems like a much bigger deal to me. $2 billion is 2 billion more than 1.5 million or whatever the hell that he's accused of making off his painting. I believe it is paintings total.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a little bit more. Um, did it come from a foreign country? It absolutely did. Did it change foreign policy? You remember, if you recall, the Abraham Accords? Yes, it absolutely did. So the the direct links to corruption, actual changes in government policy are all there. I miss anything there?
Nope, you're correct. And
All
that's
right.
just the first time.
That's just the first time. Now what's going on? We got a couple of things. What's your guys' favorite Trump corruption this term? There's just so many to go around.
I think the biggest one, like the one that's putting the most money directly into the Trump family pocket, is the crypto.
Yeah, that one is directly benefiting him. Jake, you got a favorite? Full planes?
There's also the crypto, but
Yeah,
it's
crypto's
just
good. No, the crypto is the worst one because like people are directly giving him money and saying that it's a bribe out loud. Remember we
yes,
reported on that Texas trucking company.
yeah.
It was like, we're just going to give this money and hope that these tariffs won't affect us. I mean, that's fucking bananas. Um, what else? I love the airplane is a big one. Here's one that's fun. The Trump Bible,
What?
actually. Yeah, the Trump Bible.
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't know there's a Bible?
Mm-mm.
Yep, I'm not sure what's in it. I'm guessing maybe the Bible. Um,
And
but
I also think the Declaration of Independence is in it.
odd
I can't
choice.
remember, but it's
Odd
just
choice.
it's just fucking sacrilege in the Bible. It's nuts. He like took the
It's,
Bible and added shit to it.
I think it says Trump on the front of it, which
It might.
I mean, I don't know. I think, but so they reported reported money to Trump from the Bibles alone. So this is just straight grifting grandmothers for cash. Is $1.3 million.
Insane.
Hey,
$1.3 million of Social Security money just pocketed by more of the
how
Social.
much they made?
That's he
Off the
made
Bibles, yep.
just him
Yep.
personally. Yeah. hmm Lee Greenwood of Proud to Be an American fame is the other sponsor of that one. So you got his cut too.
Bro, I showed you that fucking pamphlet that was in the
I want to
mail.
bring
That
that
was
up.
crazy.
These fundraisers are nuts. So Brad got a hold of a Trump campaign flyer that came to his house. Uh, it just came. Let's just put it that way. It's just there. Got found.
Yep.
And it's had some wild shit in it. I thought what struck me the most about it was the basically it said, "Well, do you support Donald Trump?" Yes. Send money. No. I hate Donald Trump and I want to go to hell. And
I'm a traitor to my country, and I want to
essentially,
live to rape and murder my kids.
dude, and that is, I mean, it sounds far fetched and it sounds like an exaggeration, but
It's not. It's not.
it's not. And I mean, I can contrast that to the trillions of fucking emails I get every day from Barack Obama and James Carville and fucking Bill Clinton and whoever's putting their names on these emails and sending them out from the DNC, talking to me about, Trump's corruption. And at no point do they ever like threaten my family if I don't send them the $5. But I mean, that is essentially the feeling when you get these Trump fundraisers.
Dude, that one was wild.
It is. It just felt like every grandma scheme ever.
Yeah.
Like your grandson is being held hostage.
Yep.
Do you support Trump or do you want him to die?
Grandma's SSI checks hitting. Send the fucking newsletter.
Send it. He's got the treasure. They send it out at the same time now. So they're like stapled together. Stapled together with a fucking coupon for Trump shoes.
Ugh.
Oh, the cologne. Ew, gross. Fight, fight, fight. Which I assume is what you do when you smell it. You just fight
Or fight for
whoever's
air.
wearing it. Oh my
I
god.
have seen that one. There's a lot of funny comparisons what it smells like.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Man, it smells like an open colostomy bag, so I can't
Smells like
imagine what it smells
GHB.
like. Oh my God. Yeah. So Hunter Biden's laptop, shut the fuck up. All right. How about that?
Here's my thing: if you were crying about Hunter Biden's laptop, then just cry about this too.
Well, yeah, no, if you're not
You
going
know
to
what I
open
mean?
your mouth about this
Like,
one, then
yeah, if you're gonna be
shut up
fucking
forever.
exactly, like,
You're
come
not a
on,
serious human being.
just keep it consistent. That's all I ask.
It's not even, but it's impossible to keep it consistent because it's so out of balance.
Yes,
You know
right.
what I mean? It's so out of balance. To be even to just say that, well, see, I told you both sides are the same, it's still a moronic thing to say. It's still moronic. I don't know. But Joe Biden probably did get a free scoop of ice cream once in a while. So got to
He
think about
probably did. That son of a bitch.
that motherfucker out here controlling the weather. All right. Uh, which really sad one do you want to talk about next? Israel and Gaza or immigration?
Let's do Israel.
All right. So, the war in Gaza has been going on in both administrations. Under Biden, he was still very pro Israel, took great pride in being pro Israel. Not enough aid was getting in. People were hungry. Famine was coming. His response was never strong enough to Bibi Netanyahu. Bibi Netanyahu's got him like he gets every U.S. president. Somehow, every time he's in office, by somehow I mean APAC, every time he's in office, uh, his response was shitty. Children were getting killed. Things that he did do though, he did still allow aid in, insisted on aid getting in. He tried to build a floating pier for some reason rather than tell Benjamin Netanyahu what to do. He had to like act like he had to sneak it into his own house, um,
Right.
which is just wild. But he did do it for whatever it's worth. It didn't work, but he did do something. Um, he conditioned the 6,000 pound bombs to Israel after a while after protest. He did take them away from them, told them no more of those. Those same 6,000 pound bombs are the ones that they have used to absolutely level the entire country. So as soon as they got them back, they used them to the tune of, I forget the number, but like several atomic bombs, the damage of several atomic bombs. He also, on the West Bank, Biden issued sanctions and restrictions on all of the settlers there and basically stopped and slowed down the annexation and the violence in the West Bank. And on day one, the first thing that Trump did was give the West Bank back, take away the sanctions, and allow them to annex it, which is what's happened. Like there are some people who still hem and haw about whether or not it's annexed, but I mean, if all of the Palestinians are gone and the Israel settlers are in, it's
Right. How could it not be annexed at this
uh,
point?
yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'll have to check my dictionary, but that seems pretty annexed. Um, so yeah, that's what happened. Trump has allowed the leveling of that country. Like I said, the 6,000 pound bombs. You guys remember Trump Gaza #1? The
Oh
crazy
yeah. That was like one
AI.
of the first White House like things that was released.
Yeah, yeah. Him and Bibi Netanyahu sitting by the pool with not their wives. Pretty.
Finger popping each other's assholes.
Yeah. The transgender dudes that the remember they had the AI created transgender dancers in the background. That was fun.
Mm-hmm.
That was fun. AI hates them too. Um, but yeah, so that was that's his plan. He's continuing to say it like they now call that the Trump plan in Israel, like the Trump plan, the leveling and turning it into a beachside resort. Ah, God. So these aid centers are U.S. funded, U.S. contractors. They are execution sites. Over 1,000 people have been executed inside of these sites getting food. Um, the level of depravity that exists in these things is crazy. Like you have to think that the human body, when it is starving, cannot prevent itself from making an attempt to get food, much less a child. And so when you have this 50-50 shot at eating when you are dying of starvation, you take it. And they aren't just firing rounds at them, they're firing artillery shells. They're striking them with drones. They're treating, there is not a single, this is not a war. There's not a single fucking militant left
No.
in Palestine. Not a one. There's not one. And there also isn't any hospitals. There's no baby formula. Baby formula, doctors that are going in and out of the country now are being searched for baby formula. That's being taken away from them. U.S. contractors are, I don't know, there's a video here. I'm going to show it. We are going to watch this one video.
What appear to be heavily armed American security contractors at one of the sites discuss how to disperse Palestinians nearby.
Yeah, got IDF tank posted on the northwest corner now. I brought him in and talked to him. There's the show first. Well, I told him to hold there. I don't want this to be too aggressive.
At that moment, bursts of gunfire erupt close by, at least 15 shots.
I think you hit one.
The camera's view is obscured by a large dirt mound. The contractor who took the video told AP that he saw other contractors shooting in the direction of Palestinians who had just collected their food and were departing.
They're like excited about it, bro. What the fuck?
Yeah. Screaming hell yeah. Oh my god, you gotta be kidding. These bombs too, man. There's so many videos of families digging their loved ones out from the rubble. And I mean, it's incredibly sad to watch that. And just to think that you can just turn a blind eye and let Bibi Netanyahu and his band of thugs just continue to be war criminals. And not only that, Trump has asked for the pardon of Bibi Netanyahu for his crimes, so that he can continue to do what he's doing. I mean, that's fucking batshit crazy, dude. That is so much farther down the fucking road of darkness than we were under Biden.
Is it saying how many countries BB's not allowed in? And we're like hosting him at our White House.
Yeah, no, I think he's just here that he's allowed, honestly. I don't know of any other place that he's allowed to go. And God willing, soon he won't be allowed in New York either. I mean, I'm serious. I really hope that happens. I hope he dares him to come there. All right. So yeah, there is no comparison when it comes to the two. There's none. Yeah, Biden supported Israel too. He sure did. He did, and it wasn't right. He shouldn't have done it. But one of the key differences, like I want to point out here in immigration, is that when we protest, we make noise. Democratic presidents have a tendency to respond in normal ways and try to backtrack. Republican presidents like Bush and Trump tend to just double down on the lie and pretend like everything is hunky dory and just make things worse. You guys, anything else on anything I missed there on Gaza?
No, Bibi Netanyahu's the war criminal. Don't let anybody forget it.
Amen. All right, immigration. Obama put people in cages, family separations. Both administrations, however, did focus on criminals. The people that both administrations deported were a very high number. But that was because they were stopping and trying to process people at the border. So what happens is that people come in, they are deported, they come back, they're redeported. Those numbers get very high. And the main concentration of both the Obama and Biden administrations, the reason the numbers stayed high was because the numbers at the border were also high, and they were concentrating not on digging people out of the shadows or pulling them off their job site or pulling them out of a farm, but concentrating on actual newcomers to the country. And so
Right.
those why those numbers are much higher than the Trump administration. Trump administration has basically shut down the border, which is caused economic issues through the roof, including skyrocketing housing prices, rotting fruit in the fields, which will soon be showing in your fruit prices. It's already showing a little bit in fruit and veggies, but it's going to show a lot more very soon. But those so not recognizing the need for those immigrants and those things, and that's on the low end. On the high end, we have ICE raids, we have thugs, we have masks, we have deportations, we have sending people to third countries, we have torture, we have concentration camps, denaturalization. Something called demigration was in one of his posts, which apparently just means ethnic cleansing. Um, so I don't know. Oh, and the budget, of course. So
Yeah,
comparing the
we
two
know that
things,
Obama was deporting people, but it wasn't with the same malice. Is the
no,
biggest difference. Like the
that's
malice is incomparable.
yeah. Even when it was cruel, it was quickly ended. It in response. Like once they found out, they changed their policies, and we got DACA out of it. And we got the Dreamers out of that, and so that's a much different thing than having the uh, National Guard loosed on Los Angeles for people protesting their friends and family being dragged out of their homes and shipped off to foreign countries because they are brown. I mean, it's a
Right. We get dreamers and birthright citizenship out of the Obama administration, and we have this administration trying to revoke those same rights.
yeah, trying to undo the Constitution.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Oh, did you guys hear about the slavery thing? Like it kind of slips the news cycle a little bit
On the farms?
on the farms? Yeah, so the farmers now.
Mm-hmm.
You heard about this?
I did.
Yeah.
I did not.
So they're essentially bringing back slavery, right? I mean, how do you view it, Jake? It's hard to see it any other way other than
It was pretty much saying that they would have ownership.
yeah.
And I'm not saying it out loud, but saying that they would be responsible. I think it was the word was responsible for. That's ownership.
I'd have to double check, but I feel like ownership was, if not implied, like it might have even been directly said.
Yeah.
What?
DeSantis definitely said that these people would be for rent uh, from the farm to farmers. He said that, like DeSantis said that during that press conference.
What are we doing,
It went
bro?
under the radar because of the absolute barrage of bullshit that came out of that thing. Like it was just a nonstop. Like that whole press conference was just weeks worth of content for people. Um, but yeah, that one went under the radar. So I guess again, spare me the comparison to Barack Obama, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
They're nowhere near the same.
yeah, they're not. These things are not the same. We've seen, have showed and highlighted so many videos of people being deported and being kidnapped, and it's just fucked up beyond imagination. It's also just like you wouldn't wear a mask to help keep somebody's grandma healthy, but you'll do it for your $10,000 bonus, so you can run around and bully bully black and brown people.
Yeah, not to mention you've upped the fucking ICE budget to that is greater than most countries' defense budget.
That's nuts.
So Obama was deporting more people than you, and he was doing it on a fraction of what it's costing you to do less.
Right.
This feels like Doge needs to get involved.
Oh my God, yeah. Listen, the only thing that should have been doged was the Defense Department.
Oh my gosh.
That's
Somebody
the only thing that deserved it. And of course, it didn't get it.
somebody
because-
hold the Pentagon accountable.
Get it down to a trigon.
Jeez Louise.
Remember that one? Old Tommy Tuberville.
Yes.
We're going to get in there. We're going to make some cuts. Remember that one?
Oh my gosh.
We played it on the show. Did we play it on the show?
I don't know. We might have.
Won't get it down to Trigon.
Yeah.
Ron, you mean a triangle? Fucking schmo.
Yeah. I mean, his last name is Tuberville.
Yeah. Well, he's a football coach, which means he absolutely taught in high school.
For
You know
sure.
what I mean?
History. He taught history.
He taught history. Taught about
Social studies. Something like that.
Oh my lord. So yeah. Yeah, it's not comparable. It's sick, it's twisted. These things are not the same. But that's it for us. Please do like and subscribe. Check us out on YouTube, Substack, Instagram, Threads, and TikTok. Until next time, I'm John.
I'm Jake.
And I'm Bram.
And that's what's left.
Almost all your taxes go to military installations on foreign bases.